Like, I do what I want. You have the skills. This is a country where you have the skills. You want to do what you want. You do it. Stop forcing on people to accept that they're oppressed. They are not. I am not oppressed.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
As I'm starting to grow more into knowing about politics, I keep seeing videos like this. So basically, it's a black woman who's confronting white liberals on their hypocrisy. That's the title of the video. It's just weird because you have a black woman who's less liberal than a white person. Judging by everything that's told in the media, this is not supposed to happen. Like, this is not supposed to be the norm. This is not supposed to be what's going on. But yet we have a black woman who's telling white liberals that, no, this is not supposed to be happening. Society is not supposed to be like this. So anyways, I'm not going to waste no more time. Let's get right into this. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel and let's go.
My point was that black kids in Chicago get every single day. Where is the Black Lives Matter in Chicago? Where are they?
She said black children in Chicago get killed every single day. Where's Black Lives Matter in Chicago? Well, I don't know, man. I think the movement Black Lives Matter, I think it kind of goes to what's hot. Like, it looks at what's hot. When it looks at our murders in our society, it's like, oh, that's not cool enough. That's not clickbaity enough. So we're not going to talk about that. Let's talk about this over here and the white man who shot the black guy or the cop. We'll talk about that, even though statistically that doesn't happen that often. But we're not going to talk about our own neighborhoods because that kind of defeats the whole point. If we do that, we don't get any donations. We need to stay over here.
When black people, they don't come out and do this crap. The only time they do this crap is when a white person touches them. They're the racists. They are the racists. Because white cops, it's wrong for a white cop to kill a black person, that's for sure. But if it matters, it should matter at all times.
So what are you fighting for? What are you fighting for? You're not here to fight injustice. You're here to cause drama.
Will be stop violence. It's not about blacks.
And for all the I guess liberals is a term for Democrats. I don't really understand the diction, man. I'm being completely honest. But for the people who don't know what she's saying, I'm gonna sit here and tell you. I'm gonna explain it in a way. It's like we're being used. It's like the struggles of the black community are being exposed. I mean, not exposed. They're being used to push an agenda, a monetary agenda. It's like they look at black people as a meal ticket. They look at our struggles as something that they can monetize off of. We are getting killed in our own neighborhoods every single day. We are getting killed in our own neighborhoods every single day. It's drugs, it's guns, it's everything in our neighborhoods. But where's the movements for that? Where's the policies for that? It's been happening for years. But the second another race does something to us, we're protesting. We're selling merchandise. We're doing this for them. We're doing this. We're going on marches. We're getting stuff painted in the streets. But if you really cared about our community, you wouldn't. I'm not saying that they're wrong for going to the streets and protesting. I'm saying, where's the outrage when it happens in our community every single day? Where's the outrage when our community, when our hoods are flooded by drugs, when they're flooded by violence, when they're flooded by poverty? Where's the clubs in our communities? This is happening today. This is happening right now. What's going on? And it looks like we're being used, where our struggles are being used. They're monetized off of. Because if you really cared about it, I'm talking about the Black Lives Matter organization. If you really cared about it, you'd be building the clubs in our neighborhoods. You'll be building the schools in our neighborhoods. You'll use some of these monies to donate to the thrift stores in our neighborhoods. But instead, you're building your own mansions. Instead, you're protesting something that is an issue. But we have much bigger issues, man. We have much bigger issues. And where's the voices for that?
Unicorn world. That's not a unicorn world.
Period.
Okay, since you're so...
You guys think blacks are oppressed. I am black. I'm not oppressed. I am free.
That's good for you. That's an individual person. What about a systemic issue?
Where? I am black. I've always wanted to be. I have I do what I want. You have the skills. This is a country where you have the skills. You want to do what you want. You do it. Stop forcing on people to accept that they're oppressed. They are not. I am not oppressed. I am black. Stop making people accept that they're oppressed. You're forcing a rhetoric into your minds, which is not true. That's my point. Okay. Violence is wrong, period. It's not about...
And here's the thing, man. I would say this: you can't have an individual mindset towards a systemic issue. I would say that. However, me personally, I don't personally feel oppressed, but that's just me. So it's hard to really speak about that. My thing is this: you have a white woman telling a black woman that her race is being oppressed. That to me is backwards. That's just my personal opinion, because that to me is just backwards, man. I would say this, man. African Americans in America, we have struggles, bro. But I don't know if it's race, I don't know if it's financial, but we have struggles, man. And I wish the organizations that we supported would pay attention to our struggles, because not only do they ignore our struggles, they monetize off of them, man. You know how much money the Black Lives Matter movement has made? Where's this money going? Where has it gone to help our community? Where? So my only point of bringing this up is this. We have the organizations that we support day in and day out. We donate to them. We are in the streets fighting for these movements. We have merchandise. We have these movements written across our chest. We're fighting for these movements. But are they fighting for us? They're using us, man. They are using us to push an agenda. And if these movements really cared about us, they will be in these same streets that we're struggling and dying in. They will be in these same streets fighting for us, making sure our kids can go to school, making sure our kids have lunch, making sure we have clothes to wear for school, making sure our communities have fathers in them, man. That's what I'm saying, man. Our own organizations aren't even fighting for our issues. They are not fighting for us. So how could we look somebody else in the eye? How could a liberal look somebody else in the eye and say, yeah, y'all all are oppressed, and the movement I just donated to didn't help y'all at all. The Black Lives Matter organization didn't help y'all at all, but I'm gonna still give money to it. I'm gonna still wear it on across my chest, and y'all are oppressed, but I'm not fighting y'all oppression. I'll come out here and make a scene, make it look nice. But bro, we need to be fighting for our own selves, because these movements are not helping us, man. Facts, they aren't.
About blacks. You agree that whites kill whites too, right? Have you seen any white person coming out and saying white life matter or white thing? No, violence is wrong.
They literally do all the time. Every time there's a Black Lives Matter protest, a white person.
It's not a black problem. It's a violence problem. The blacks kill blacks in black neighborhoods every single day. I've never seen a Black Lives Matter in those neighborhoods. Never. Never. You know what they say? When a black person kill a black in a black neighborhood, they come out and they say, when the police comes, do you know what they tell the police? Snitches get stitches.
I know that. Okay.
Snitches get stitches. But if a white person kill a black person, Black Lives Matter. Stop the hypocrisy. Nobody.
That's facts, man. Like, these neighborhoods, there is no snitching. The neighborhoods where people are doing the dirt in, there's no snitching, because if you snitch and you say who's doing the problem, you might be next in it. That's what's going to happen. And I'm not going to sit here and pretend like it's not organizations that are out here looking out for the black community, because there is. There definitely is. Like, I know it as a young black man. I see it. I go to a black college. I see there's people out here fighting for our community day in and day out. But those organizations don't get no recognition. Those organizations are ignored. The ones who are doing it for monetary gain, and the ones who are doing it for, I guess, fame, or I don't even know, those are the ones that we promote. Those are the ones we push up. The Black Lives Matter organization and organizations like that aren't really helping our community, those are the ones who somehow get all the donations, because they're at the police rallies. They're the ones leading the protests in the streets, and they're the ones getting the money in the back end. But the organizations that are making sure black kids go to school, making sure black kids have lunch, making sure black kids have thrift shops in the neighborhood, making sure black kids have grocery stores in the neighborhood, these organizations are ignored. The Thurgood Marshall Fund, ignored. A lot of African Americans don't even know this the Marshall Fund exists. But this organization is out here giving out scholarships to black kids in lower income neighborhoods, giving donations to black kids, hosting events, hiring events for black kids. Ignored. But the Black Lives Matter organization, the one that's leading protests against police officers, yeah, let's hold them up. Yeah. No.
Take this seriously. Nobody. If it matters, it should matter in black neighborhoods. You start cleaning at home.
So why does don't you go?
You
Why don't
start
you
your
start?
kids at home.
Why don't you start?
I'm not carrying anything saying Black Lives Matter. I know I matter.
Why don't you start?
You guys are wasting everybody's time. Okay?
Since you're so
Black
enlightened
feels
about
black
this,
more than any race. Where's the Black Lives Matter?
people kill in their community.
Where's the Black Lives Matter? I am free. Don't try to make me believe I'm not free.
They said shame on you because she said she's free. She is free. There's no shame on her, man. And it has nothing to do with, I think a lot of people get confused because they think when they look at her, they're like, oh, you don't think black people matter? That's not what she's saying, man. She's saying these movements are performative. And a lot of them are performative. Because if they weren't performative, you would be doing the dirty work. You would be in our neighborhoods, the real hard stuff. Being in these neighborhoods trying to tell the young black man you can do anything. You'll be doing the hard stuff. But for some reason, that's not what Black Lives Matter organization is known for. They're not known for that. But anyways, I'll end this here. If y'all have any suggestions, comment down below, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.